Hey, what's up everybody? Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new action figure review. Today we are looking at the NECA Toys Ultimate Annabelle from Annabelle Comes Home / The Conjuring universe. I was lucky enough to find this at my local Target because otherwise this figure has been delayed for a while, I believe until June. They also had some big chaps, but I'm satisfied with my original big chap, so I did not pick that one up. So taking a look at the packaging here, you can see Annabelle on the front. It says Annabelle Comes Home on the bottom. Of course, it is an Ultimate box. So you've got the nice window with a promo shot of the figure and then the figure itself right here with all of the accessories. On the bottom, you've got the barcode and the people responsible for the figure. On the side, a promo shot. On the back, some more promo shots, as well as a bio, which you could pause and read it now. She also includes a display case, a note, and 3 interchangeable heads. On the side, another promo image. On the top, some more promo. So let's go ahead, we're gonna get this open. We'll take a look at the accessories and then the figure itself. And as always, here is the backdrop, which is pretty cool. It's just that little part of the house where the case is. Okay, and first up right here, we have the Miss Me note, which is just a nice little soft piece of plastic. So it's not gonna bend or break, but it is very tiny, so you wanna be careful so that you don't lose it. But it looks pretty good. It looks just like it did in the movie. Then we have the warning, positively do not open, which is a sticker that I assume you gotta put on the glass case, which is kind of a bummer because, you know, if you mess it up, you kind of don't get another shot at replacing the sticker. So I kind of wish this was actually a piece of plastic or something, but we'll just have to be extra careful when applying this. She also comes with 2 alternate heads, which this is the side eye head. You can see some really great details in there. You got the cracked eyeball, really nice paint application, looks very accurate to the actual movie, very doll-like. The head is sculpted very well. The hair looks really nice too. You got tons of different paint washes in there. You got some blonde, some black to really just give it that nice dynamic look. And her pigtails are nice and soft plastic, so you don't have to worry about those breaking or anything when you are switching the heads. So yeah, that is the side eye head, looking really nice. Then we have the wide eye, I'm gonna kill you head, which also looks very nice. You can see some more details, some more cracks in the eyeball itself. Looking really nice again, very cleanly painted. The sculpt work is very nice. The hair is actually a little bit different on this head. You can see right here. It's more of a lighter blonde color with less shading in it than the side eye head. So yeah, actually look at that. The hair is completely different colors. So that's really cool. Nice little differences there. Of course, with this one not having the black wash on it, it does lose a little bit of its details, but I think this is probably the head that I will honestly have her displayed with. Okay, and then she also comes with a chair for her to sit in, which looks really nice. This is a really nice chair that you could probably use for other things that aren't Annabelle if you wanted to just have a little 7-inch scale chair, but it does have some really nice sculpt work on it. The pattern on the back seat right there is really nice, and it mostly just is a brown paint job, but it does have some black wash over it to make it look like a nice stained wooden chair. And yeah, I think it's weird to talk about a chair as an accessory, but this is a really nice looking chair. Then we also have her display case right here, which is looking awesome. It's made out of plastic for sure, and you definitely want to be careful that you don't get it all fingerprinted up. You can see right in there, you've got the little devil tarot card, which looks really nice. A lot of great detail packed into such a very small spot. And it's normally about that tall, but it also comes with a little extension piece right here that you just peg into the bottom. Does it have certain pegs? It does have certain pegs. So big pegs in the back, little pegs in the front, and then it's got a little bit more height to it. I'd assume you don't have to use it, but for an accurate movie look, there you go, that is the display case. It's got some nice gold painted trim on it, and it looks very nice. And of course the door is openable, and you can also close it as well. It kind of would have been cool if NECA would have put like a little light up feature on top there for some light down on the figure, but the accessories are pretty awesome with this figure, so I'm not really going to complain a whole lot, but that just seems like a little bit of a missed opportunity in my opinion. So now let's take a look at Annabelle. All right, and here is Annabelle looking out of the packaging and looking insanely accurate to the actual movie. You can see on the figure that the details are very nice and that she does actually have a cloth skirt as well as some sculpted work for the upper part of the doll's body, which looks really nice. And I like the pearlescent paint that they used on the actual sculpted details. I think it blends really well with the fabric. So let's go ahead, we'll take her off the stand and I'll give you guys a closer look. All right, here is Annabelle up close, and you can see here that the regular sort of neutral good face, there's not a lot of damage or anything on this one. Looks really good, just like the other two. And for a quick side by side here, there you go. So here is all 3 Annabelle heads together in one convenient location. And they all look great in their own right. So back to the neutral head, you can see that the sculpt and paintwork detail is very accurate. It's very cleanly painted, and the sculpt work, of course, is fantastic, as we've come to expect from NECA. The braids are nice and soft, just like the other heads, so that is very nice. And the hair also has that wonderful black wash on it to give it that little bit of detail, so you can see all of the strands of hair. And just for a comparison, here's the back of the heads. You can see the paint differences. And I still think the wide-eye head is probably my favorite. But taking a look at the actual dress itself, you can see it's a nice, shiny, pearlescent paint. And it's, look at that, it's messing with the ISO of my camera. And the red stripe details are painted on there very nice, along with her little sash, the belt, and the flower. Looks very nice. Really like the way that they painted the sculpt work on here. And all the ruffles and everything of the dress are sculpted very nicely. Looks very good. And then of course we've got the soft goods skirt, which flares out at the bottom, and that looks awesome. It does also have a bendy wire in it, so you can bend it into any pose you would like, which, you know, might not be the most necessary thing for Annabelle, but I'm never ever gonna complain when NECA gives out some bendy wire for their cloth goods, because it's just a nice option. It's a nice option to have. You can see her feet down here as well. She's got nice little slippers on that are also painted in the same pearlescent style. That looks really awesome. And the sculpt work on them is really nice, even though I don't think we've ever actually seen Annabelle's feet. So now let's go ahead and we'll take a look at her articulation. All right, so Annabelle can look up very far, and she can look down a decent amount as well. She does have the double ball joint, so you get rotation and attitude at the top of the neck and at the bottom as well, so that definitely adds to the range of motion that you can get out of her. And then of course the shoulders can move all the way up, and here is a nice chunk of paint. Awesome. Shoulders can move all the way up. This one's a little bit more frozen than this one. She's got single jointed elbows that give you more than 90 degrees right there. That looks very nice. And of course you've got a swivel at the elbow. And of course the hands do rotate all the way around. And she does have a horizontal hinge in this hand and in this hand as well. They're both horizontal, so there you go. If you want to have Annabelle doing the splits, she can go out about that far. She has no thigh swivel, but she does have single jointed knees that give you 90 degrees right there. And for her feet, they can go all the way down, just like that. Can't really go up very far, but she does also have ankle pivot. And I like the way that the joints are hidden underneath the skirt. So the articulation is pretty much standard fare for what we've come to expect from NECA at this point. And it's nice that they gave her a decent range of motion for the articulation. Of course, she can also swivel right here. I forgot to mention the swivel. Not really much of a crunch though, just ever so slight. So yeah, the articulation is fine for what it needs to do. And we'll set her down in the chair, see how that goes. And boom, you can sit her down in the chair. She fits perfectly. Bend her feet down a little bit. And there you go. Sitting in the chair just fine. So that's probably the most important part, because I don't know about you guys, but who is not going to display her in the actual case? So now that we've got the articulation out of the way, let's go ahead and compare her to some other NECA figures and some other figures in general, so you can get a sense of the scale. All right, here she is next to Sam and Chucky. Then we have the Bride of Chucky 2-pack, Tiffany and Chucky. Here she is with Michael and Pinhead. Then we have the Part 5 Roy Jason and the Part 2 Jason. Then some Movie Maniac action with the Uber Jason and Norman Bates. Then we've got Shredder and Spirit of Splinter. And finally, to upset Shartimus Prime, I've got the Marvel Legends 80th Anniversary Iron Man and the Black Series Count Dooku. Alright, so here is Annabelle on full display, out and ready to go. Please don't look at my horrible sticker placement. That's honestly probably my big negative at this point, is why on earth was that a sticker? You only get one shot, so if you mess it up, and I'm horrible at placing stickers, so if you mess it up, you're pretty much stuck with how it is, and it doesn't really seem like it wants to peel off and get restuck. So yeah, it's just gonna have to look kind of crooked, and I'll just have to try my best to forget about my horrible sticker placement. But other than that, I think it's a great figure. It's a great piece, looks awesome in the display case. Of course, you can use that chair for a whole myriad of other things and some goofy photos as well. So I think the potential is here. And yeah, this is just another fantastic piece from NECA Toys. Of course, they always kill the game, and I think this nice little display is a pretty damn cool. So what do you guys think of Annabelle? Did you pick this one up? Were you lucky enough to find it at your local Target, or are you gonna have to wait till June? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, if you enjoyed my review, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. We're always talking action figure news and reviews. Of course, I'm Nate from Out of the Basement. Thank you so much for watching. Share this video with all your horror-loving friends, and I will see you guys next time.